Johannesburg say that they're disappointed that Joburg Mayor Herman Mashaba refuses to come to their township. This after a group of people disrupted a meeting where Mashaba was scheduled to speak to at a nearby suburb at Marlboro on Monday night. They say that they live in Scoular and want service delivery. Chaos erupted in the hall with the people preventing the meeting taking place. Shutdown movement leaders could not calm the crowd, but managed to hand over the memorandum to Mashaba. Mashaba went to the township 2 weeks after protests began over a lack of service delivery in the area. He was not well received and was booed by residents who also tore up copies of a plan that he was meant to present. They say that within 14 days starting today, they want to see a change in Alexandra. Our reporter Sibongile Mkani-Mpolweni spent part of the day in Alexandra. All right. All right, Sibongile, thanks very much indeed. This is a story that you've been watching for a while now and have seen the unrest and the cries of the people of Alexandra. And the biggest one has been for the mayor to come to them. He almost made it, arriving in Marlboro instead, but that just made them even more angry. Tell us about last night.
Yes, residents were very angry and disappointed, saying that why is he taking us to a suburb, which is a kilometer away from Alexandra? Here, there's tarred roads, roads are clearly marked, there are no potholes, there's no rubbish piling up on the side of the road or rubble or illegal structures being built here. Why not go to where we want him to go, which is Alexandra, and experience our daily lives? But the mayor responded saying that during a press briefing after the chaos at the hall when the meeting was disrupted completely, he said that the meeting yesterday, it was a council meeting. It was a scheduled meeting that had been planned 6 months in advance, long before the protest, and that he, as the mayor, had no power to change the venue because it was a council decision that was recorded that on that day they would be meeting the communities there, including community of Marlboro. So residents really, even today when we were there, they are saying he doesn't respect them, he's undermining them, and he keeps saying this thing is political. They don't care about politics or political parties. They want change within their community.
Has he explained why 2 weeks on he still hasn't visited the township proper?
He's saying that when the protests, firstly he's saying that the protest is orchestrated and planned by the ANC. There are senior ANC members, there are ANC councillors who are behind the protest. So it's not a service delivery protest, but it is a political protest to destabilize the DA-led government in Johannesburg. Secondly, he's saying that he's not just going to drop everything that he's doing. He is not a mayor of Alexandra alone. He is the mayor of the Joburg Metro. There are other areas that need his attention, and he has been doing work for Alexandra people. So it's not like they're going to call him and then he will jump and go there. Within a reasonable time, he will go and do what is required in all the areas that he is mayor to.
All right, it seems as if there are three sides to this story. There's the mayor and the Democratic Alliance, there's the ANC and the councillors, and then there's the genuine protesters somewhere in between there.
Yes.
How is all of this playing out now with all these interested parties, and some, I would say, from both sides of the political divide, perhaps using it with an understanding that the elections are around the corner?
Definitely. The ANC councillors are saying that they are supporting the marchers, the shutdown movement, because they also live in these conditions, and they've been telling Mayor Mashaba about the service delivery in the area, and nothing has been happening. And we asked them, is this a new thing? You were in government before. They're saying, yes, when we were in government, we were sorting some of these things. And right now, the ball is in his court. He must take charge. He must not only take the good things that were done by ANC, where he's opening RDP houses that were built by the ANC during their time, and because now he's in government, he's handing over. He must also take the negative part, which is what is happening in Alexandra. But A shutdown movement is saying that, no, we don't want politics in this thing. They took me around Alexandra today, going around talking to random people. The people are saying, hey, we don't care about DA, ANC or EFF. They only come here when they want elections. Even now, they've been coming here, all of them, they are here. But there's one lady who said to me, we are living in a yard. We've got 5 families and we're using 1 toilet. Wow. The second toilet is broken. We've reported this, but nothing has happened. It's been weeks now. What do we do? Who do we run to?
All right, give me a sense. You know, when people say service delivery, it's just such a big word. It's not very descriptive. What is life like, and what are the issues that you saw with your own eyes that people are struggling with there?
One, it's very dirty. There's a lot of litter. There's dumping sites in front of houses. The stench. There's raw sewage running down the streets. There's a pile-up of rubbish that has not been picked up. There's a rubble. People are building houses anywhere and anyhow they want. There are structures of double stories that you could see that this one could fall anytime. Someone just builds. There's no law enforcement being done. Electric boxes are wide opened and you see wires going to shacks. People are just connecting for themselves. Taking any house, it's opened, they just connect. So it's bad. It's really, really bad.
It sounds like a free-for-all, doesn't it?
It is. There's no law. Even the parking, people just park their cars. You are unable to drive within those small streets, within those avenues. That's some of the things that are complaining about. That where is JMPD? Why are they not monitoring? And then potholes. There are areas where the tar has just completely been removed. It's gone.
All right. So one last question. This Alexandra renewal project, 1.5 billion rand, I'm told, that was set aside to come into the community. Is there any evidence that that money was spent in improving the township in any way?
Mayor Mashaba was talking about that yesterday, saying that there is a forensic report onto that, where he is alleging that ANC councillors and senior ANC members have benefited in that money and that there is huge corruption that went in there, and that is why now he's saying that the ANC is orchestrating these protests because they realize that he's gotten the police involved and that they might be arrested. All
right, so we'll have to watch this space. Sibongile, thanks very much indeed for joining us and giving us some insights on what's happening in Alexandra.
Thank you.
All right, okay, so in fact that story is the subject of our question of the day, and we'd like to, in fact, no,